Okay, it's time to make a zombie. So we need to download our files. You have 4 files here. You click on the person. It will then take you to a new page, which allows you to click on download. The download then will show up in your download folder here. So here's your download folder, and it just shows you what we've downloaded today. After you download the file, you can then see what this is what we're going to do. Shows you that you downloaded to the folder. Now you get to pick which program you want to open it with, Photoshop or Photopea. I'm going to choose Photopea. It allows the file to open up by clicking on Open from Computer and navigating to your Downloads folder, clicking your file, and there we go. So your file is now opened up. For this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to add a new layer. We're going to change the layer from normal to color. Down here, it's almost the last one. We're going to click a brush, and we're going to pick a color. So you can pick any color. Let me go ahead and go with the blue here. Say OK. Make my brush bigger and smaller by using the bracket keys. So I'm going to use a large brush so I can just come over and start painting away. And this is going to then add color to your image. You get a nice blue zombie. And there we go. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add another layer. We're going to change it from normal to hard light. We're going to choose black. So you click on the layer and choose black. Say OK. And we're going to make our brush smaller. And for me, I'm going to use a softer edge brush this time. And I'm going to add the darkness around the eyes that I want to hollow out the eyes. Add a definition to the nose here. Follow the lines around the mouth. So it's exaggerating these spaces. Follow some of the stress lines on the neck as well.
Good morning.
Good morning. So now that is there, it's giving some emphasis to the lines and the veins on the face. I'm going to now change, so it is a hard light. I'm going to change the opacity. I'm going to do a little bit of a blur, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and say OK. So it gives it more of a drastic look. Next, I'm going to add another layer. And for here, I'm going to use a harder brush to add the veins. And I'm going to use a thinner brush as well. So I'm going to click the lines to make it thinner. And now I'm going to just go ahead and add veins throughout the face to give it more detail and stress within our zombie. And you want to go ahead and follow some of the natural lines that are already stressors on the face as well. They don't have to be perfect. We're going to edit them and soften them and have it look like it is part of the skin. So we want to add veins throughout. Okay. So now that we've made our veins, we're going to change the opacity, and we're also going to change it from normal to multiply, and the opacity way down to about a 20. So it looks like it's actually under the skin. Now we're going to add another layer for effect, and we're going to change the color to red. And we're going to add some detail in red of more like a blood color. So let's go ahead and give them kind of like a bloody nose around here. Blood underneath the eye as well, like his eyes bleeding. Blood coming down the mouth. It's kind of like following a pattern over here, like all the blood is coming and dripping down on this one side. So once you like your blood, we're going to change it to a linear burn. Linear burn. And we can keep the opacity at 100 or change it down. And we can soften it, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And let's not soften it that much. Let's soften it just a little. There we go. And that's about it. So we're going to now that you like your zombie, we're going to save it as a PSD. So let's go File, Save as PSD. In Photoshop, you would do a Save As. When you save the PSD, you want to make sure that you're going to your Google Drive, and the folder that you have designated for all your files. I'm saving it to my graphic design production files, and that's it. And there we go with my zombie saved with all the layers. And now you're going to go also to a file, export as JPEG, and save. And that's how you create a zombie, and make sure you do all four. Thank you very much.